Welcome back, everybody. Our friend Jeff Monsoon from Splat Paint joins us now to show us just how much fun we can have by redoing and spicing up your living space without spending a fortune.
Welcome back, Jeff.
It's nice to be back. Thank you.
This is something that a lot of people at home can relate to. Ugly cabinets in their kitchens or bathrooms. Yes. I was just telling you, I'm thinking of getting mine refaced because I've had it.
Yeah.
They're starting to peel. It's awful.
Yeah, it would be time.
But for people who want to deal with what they've got, let's take a look at a still. It's a before shot, right, of a cabinet. There.
Well, this is
the
actually
door.
a front door.
Okay, there we go.
And this is a metal, plain front door, and this particular client wanted something more grand looking.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. That's pretty
quite
nice.
lovely.
They're pretty. Now, I don't know if you can actually see, but there's a nice embellishment all around the doors, and there are little medallions on there as well.
I see those medallions.
And the embellishments are
That's a
around the
close-up
panels.
of it there.
Look at that.
Nice?
That is nice.
Yeah.
That did snap it up a bit.
You've spruced that. Look. Now it looks like it's worth a lot more money.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Now, is that expensive to do?
That particular molding was fairly expensive. There was probably almost $1,000 worth of molding on those doors.
Ooh.
Okay, well, let's talk about things that everybody can afford.
Right. Well, there are lots of different kinds of moldings that you can use, and you can do them on kitchen cabinets or on furniture or on doors or whatever. And you can go to your regular, your normal big box and find wooden. These are probably $4 or $5 a piece.
Okay,
They
well,
make
that's
a
not
huge,
bad.
huge difference.
Oh, they do. And the first thing you do is glue them on. And you can use a product like liquid nails, and this will stick the product on, and it, will be all over your hands. And
Is this an example then of what you
Exactly.
gluing? That's glue. Now is that
That's centerpiece.
Look at that.
it's just glued on a normal cabinet.
And you probably did that whole crackly effect too.
Oh,
didn't
sure.
you?
Well, you
of course you
do
did.
some more fun stuff on top
Very
of
nice.
it.
Yes.
And then, of course, when you're doing your moldings or your appliques, there might be little areas of like little cracks showing, like maybe you didn't cut your joints well enough or something like that. So you use a product like just a little acrylic caulk and just kind of push it in little cracks. And once you paint it, you can't really tell that there were.
Perfect.
Make sure it's paintable.
Exactly. Very good. Thank you.
Now this molding that you brought along is not wood. It's kind of rubbery.
Right. And this is a really cool product. It is flexible. You could put it on something that was round, or if you wanted to change the shape of it. And you can see on this cabinet, this is what it looked like, and
Sure.
I nailed it in there.
And this is the same product here?
Yeah, it's
that's
the
it.
same product, but
Wow.
it's got some paint on it. And I did something kind of a crazy paint job. Glued it, and I nailed it in place. And then just to get rid of those nail heads so that you don't see them, you take a little punch and you push that nail all the way down, and then you don't see the nail. Make sure you do that.
Can't see it at all, and it really
And
does
do
look
you-
like wood.
Cover it up with this?
Well, actually, I did put a little bit in the cracks, and then so that you couldn't see it, and I filled the holes with the caulk as well.
Why didn't you glue it?
Well, I did glue it, but I
Oh.
also nailed it just so that it would stay in place until the glue held.
Gotcha. Now I know we have more pictures to look at. Can we bring up a few examples of other things that you've done?
This is a
Oh.
refrigerator.
Oh,
Come on,
Same
really?
kind of, those are rubber appliques.
You're kidding.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
that is amazing.
I mean, that's got to cost more than the fridge itself.
That was an expensive refrigerator.
Seriously.
Now the possibilities are really endless, right, Jeff?
You can go online and you can find so many different companies that offer moldings, and there are some that are good for outdoors, some that are good for indoors, and there are just, there are catalogs.
And I know we've spoken about just painting your cabinets. Is this paint?
This is paint. This
That's
is
a paint
actually
effect.
this is from a previous show that we did together.
I thought so, and you've made it look like wood, but is it just a laminate, like a white
This is just a
melamine?
very inexpensive white thermofoil cabinet.
Thermofoil, that's the word I'm
And then
looking
how
for.
did you get this strié effect, if I may use that word?
Very good. When we did that before, we just took a brush and sort of dragged some glaze across it.
Wow, very
Very nice.
nice.
Very
Jeff
nice.
Monsoon from Splat Paint, thank you very much.
And we understand you have a birthday coming up in a couple of days, so happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
All right, thanks a lot, Jeff. Coming up after the break, a fall fashion preview. You do not want to miss it.
Stick around.
Daytime.